Hello everybody. Now this video will teach you how to make best use of the Western Digital hard drive adaptive data. Adaptive data contains the service arrow SA adaptive data, the head adaptive data, and the preamplifier adaptive data. Now let's connect the Western Digital hard drive. Let's power on the drive first. Western Digital. Power on the drive. So most of us already know that the head adaptive data comes from the module 47. Module 47 is one firmware module of the ROM. So we call it ROM head adaptive data. Now let's enter the program and then we will check on the ROM. So since it's from the ROM, so we click ROM operations. And here we can see head adaptive data. Actually, these two are the most important for the heads. So this one is mostly used after the head swap. If you don't swap the heads, anyway, you don't need it. You don't need to edit it. This is one new hard drive of the PCB Lighting 60. So you can see the head adaptive data a lot here anymore. That means we just need to find $1 heads of the same PCB number, same capacity, and then usually it matches. So for this kind of new drives, usually we don't need to change the head adaptives. If you need to change, you can back up. You can collect this $hard drive first and then write down the preamplifier data. So it's 4 heads. We can see that only the first 4 heads have data here. So for example, this one is the $hard drive, and then we write this data, we write down unloads, we just copy it, head 0, head 1, head 2, and head 3. We copy to one txt text. Then we copy from the txt text to the pension drive SIM arrow, the adaptive SIM arrow, module 47. So these parameters are from the module 47. Hex ROM module 47. So here from this module, ROM modules, head adaptive data. Now let's check another Western Digital hard drive. We can see that we find the head adaptive data and preamplifier data at the same time. Now let's check SATA 0, Western Digital. Power on the drive. So for new drives, after the head swap, you may not, or there's no need to change the adaptive data. If you want to change, I mean in case after the head swap, the head read and write performance is not good, and then you can try to copy the $preamplifier data to the pension module 47, the same arrow. Now let's check this one. ROM operations, head adaptive data. Now we can see it's two heads. Now we can find out only the first 2 heads have data here. because all others are the same, so these data are useless. Now we can see the head adaptive data here. For head 0 is D60A, B40A for head 1, and this is preamplifier data. So you just need to copy this data, or you can simply screenshot this one, and then you can fill in the data of the pension drive. You can open the pension drive, this menu, and then put this dollar data, then click OK. After that, we can see we can power off and power on and read this drive again, and you can see the head read and write performance has been improved. Anyway, this one to change the head adaptive data is helpful for some drives. For most new hard drives, it doesn't help a lot. But for some Western digital hard drives, such as some slim Western digital hard drives, it's helpful. It's very helpful. So we just need to go to the ROM operations, click head adaptive data, and back up the data of the dollar drives here, and then we go to the pension drive, connect the pension drive, and open the head adaptive data menu, and then edit this both the micro jogs and the preamplifier data. We just simply change the pension data to the dollar drive data, and click OK, and then power on. After this one, you have changed the head adaptive data and the preamplifier data to the dollar drive data. Thank you for watching this video.